everybody, and welcome back once again. It's another edition of Inside the Headset. We're at week 10. It's game 10. There's only 10 games, Tom Krager. And I've got with me the head coach of the Oakland Patriots. He's 9-0. He's got homecoming Friday night. He's got senior night. And it'll be 32 degrees at 10 o'clock when it's all said and done. The head coach of the Oakland Patriots, Kevin Creasy. How you doing today?
Doing good, Stuart.
Well, last Friday was a slippery one. Come away with a big W, 80-6. I look at it as let the kids out, let them play. Ty Nix always said Fridays for the kids. It's time to eat, and they got out and got after it. You take it from there, Coach.
Yeah, it was one of those games where it was raining sideways. I
saw it.
Probably didn't rain that hard here in Murfreesboro, but it was raining hard in Coffee County and real wet conditions, and so it was a sloppy game. For the most part, I thought our guys did a good job of throwing and catching and hanging on the football. Something that we made a point of emphasis after the Riverdale game. I thought we laid it on the ground a couple times at Riverdale, and so we worked on that. And then of course it was wet conditions. You never know when you're going to get those conditions again.
It's coming, Coach. It's coming. If you get into playoffs,
you've got. It's probably going to be a little rough weather, and so our guys went out and had a bunch of fun. Score got kind of out of hand, but it's one of those deals where the clock's running in the second half, and then. We only had one offensive series with our younger guys, but they were like opening kickoff in the second half was a 99-yard kick return by a sophomore, and
there's six.
Got a interception return for a touchdown. We had a punt return for a touchdown
21.
By a freshman. Ended up with another score late that was another. Fumble,
28.
So it just was one of those deals where it kind of got out of hand, and it was not good for either program involved. But again, I think Coach Green's doing a great job. You can tell marked improvement over at Coffee County, just like our opponents this week. Warren County, you can see a whole lot of improvement from one year to the next.
Well, and they did beat Siegel, and I'm not beating up on Siegel, but that's a big win for their program. If you've never beaten a ball club, Bert Brown said he's got Smyrna Friday night, and he said, he was telling me on the phone, he said, well, the way I look at it is we're going to play Smyrna. We've never beat them. So in order for it to be a rival game, you're going to have to beat them one time, aren't you, Coach?
Yeah, a good indication of what will happen is what has happened. But then, of course, you got to put your foot down and demand a change. I think it'll be a heck of a game between Smyrna and Stewart.
Oh, yeah, I like that game.
I think it's going to be a good one. But, like I said, at some point, if you're going to change it, you're going to have to change it. You're going to have to be the one to change it. They ain't going to change it for you. So, should be interested. And like I said, our game, I think, again, we'll be interested, with Warren County coming in, knowing that it's their last game, and their coaches have had a good year, and I think they're going to have them fired up to come in here.
Well, and Coach Rodney Salisbury said on his show last Wednesday, hey, quit playing the record and play the team. Play the position you're supposed to play and get after it. And, you're like you said, you're going to play in the rain. You've played in the rain. So you want to make sure your team's ready to go. And getting at peak performance, let's talk about that because you're already guaranteed one more. And that's next Friday night. So you're getting the extra 3 days of practice of contact. But at the same time, how important, you've been on this run before, how important is it to get what we think is Oakland Patriot machine status in order to keep winning the next Friday night? Talk about that, Coach.
Well, I think, we've got work to do to improve every week. For the third straight week, we took it down to the red zone and didn't stick it in. We started the game at Coffee by kicking a field goal. Of course, it was good to have a good snap, good hold, good kick in the rain.
But Mr. Turk's clocked in every Friday night, hadn't he?
He has. He's done well. Now, he did miss his first extra point of the year.
We'll give him some slack. Come on, Coach.
It was
I'll give him a hall pass.
I bragged on him, and then all of a sudden he missed that extra point. So, I think
Don't
he's got a phenomenal record as far as his percentage. It's like 97% or something.
Wow.
But he's done real well for us. But again, in the red zone, you got to score touchdowns against these guys in the playoffs, and give Coffee County credit, for stuffing us right down there. And we ran 3 straight plays that, worked pretty good the week before, and they got ready for it and stopped us. And like I said, we were lucky to get 3 points, but at the same time, we were disappointed. So we've always got stuff to work on. We're definitely a work in progress, and definitely got some things that we got to improve on, and that's why we practice.
Well, and like you said, we've got this one Friday night, then they're going to split them up, and you're going to get guaranteed one home game. You do know that. So this group has been really good to you. How many seniors do you have, Coach?
I think we've got like 24.
It's going to be a long ceremony, Coach. I just want to go ahead and let you know it's going to be a chilly one Friday night. It's going to be about 32.
I think by the time you throw in our football seniors, our cheer seniors, dance team, band, I think it's over 60.
Wow.
So it's way up into the 60s. So it's going to be a big ceremony, and it'll start about 6:25, 6:30. But it's a big deal. I told our players that parents are going to remember more about the pictures they take in this senior ceremony than they will a lot of the game. But at the end of the day, it's a big deal for parents, especially. Homecoming's a big deal for them, and then of course senior night.
Anything you want to say is this is our last show, Coach. I always enjoy our time, and if we get into the playoffs, I'm off in the week, and I always leave it open. You never know. Some coaches have a routine. They don't want to break their routine. They want to do what they did before, whatever. I'll try to accommodate those guys that want to do it, and I'll leave that open to you, and you can let me know. Is there anything you want to say to your coaching staff, the fans, faculty, administration, and the players themselves? Is there anything you'd like to say as we wrap it up and get ready to go to the second season?
Yeah, the second season is, of course, the most important season.
Yes, it's my favorite time, Coach. I'll be honest.
We're glad to have made it to the second season. Guaranteed one game, and that's all anybody's guaranteed. All our records are out the window. It's pretty much everybody starts 0-0. There's a lot of people that wish they could swap places with us and be in the playoffs that aren't going to be able to make it. But I'll just have to say, we're really glad about all our support. The Oakland community has really supported us all year. And it's not just our varsity. We've had great support with Oakland Middle School. They went undefeated. They won the county championship, first time in a while that they've done that. Coach Thomas and his staff did a great job going undefeated. Our freshmen last night won the Lions Bowl over in Tullahoma, played a really good Franklin County team that was also undefeated, and so our freshmen ended with an undefeated season. Did a really good job. Had a lot of big ball games. Beat a lot of our rival schools across town. But then, like I said, came away with a tight victory in a bowl game last night. And then our JV for the 6th year in a row has gone undefeated. So we're glad that they kept that streak alive of not losing a game all the way back to Coach McDaniel's days.
Great.
And then, of course, varsity is undefeated too. So it's good to be an Oakland Patriot. We got things rolling in the right direction. We just got to make sure that nobody gets really fat and happy, and we're not satisfied. Make sure that we try to keep this thing rolling. And I don't mean just varsity. I mean all the way from 6th grade up. I think that's kind of the model that we know we need. And I think with a lot of support that we've got this year, we got things definitely headed in the right direction.
Good luck Friday night. Okay, kids, 7 o'clock right here at Ray Hughes Stadium in 625. All those ceremonies will get underway, and it'll be Warren County and the Oakland Patriots. Y'all be here.